to all my friends, my family, my loved ones. I pray that everyone is fine. We are almost at the end. It is a wonderful feeling knowing that we have survived most of 2022. We only have like 2 days left, and I'm praying that we will be able to cross over into 2023. This morning, though, I have a question for you. How desperate are you to be healed? How desperate are you to be delivered? I will be reading for you a bit from St. Luke chapter 8, from verse 43 to 47. And it reads, "And a woman having an issue of blood 12 years, which had spent all her living upon physicians, neither could be healed of any, came behind him and touched the border of his garment, and immediately her issue of blood stands. And Jesus said, Who touched me? When all denied, Peter and they that were with him said, Master, the multitude throng thee and press thee, and sayest thou, Who touched thee, or who touched me? And Jesus said, Somebody hath touched me, for I perceive that virtue is gone out of me. 47. And when the woman saw that she was not hid, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared unto him before all the people for what cause she had touched him, and how she was healed immediately. Here we have the story of this woman. We don't know her name. Her name was not given, but her story or her situation was very significant. This woman suffered for 12 long years. Imagine you have a condition for 12 years. Imagine feeling pain in even one finger for 12 years. 12 years. Can you imagine how uncomfortable that must feel? Well, this woman was bleeding for 12 years. She spent everything she had on physicians. She went to doctors. She went all over the place trying to be healed. She sought help from everywhere and from everybody, and nobody was able to help her. But one day she heard that Jesus was coming through the town. She defied all the odds. She defied the rules. She defied the laws of the land. She defied the laws of religion, and she came out of her house. Because in those days, if you were having your menstruals, you were not supposed to be around anybody. You were supposed to lock yourself away from everyone. But this woman knew that she had something that she needed to rid herself of. This woman knew that she wanted to be delivered. And so she defied the laws of religion. She defied the laws of the land for that day. And she stepped out of her house. When she came out of the house, she saw the crowd. But that did not deter her. She saw the throng of people surrounding the person that she needed to see the most. But that did not stop her. She pressed her way through the crowd. I can just imagine this woman going down on her knees, on her hands and her feet, and she pressed and she crawled and she pushed her way through. And I can just imagine at some intervals that she looked up and see how far away she was from Jesus. And she pressed her way through. She pressed her way through. She was determined to be healed. She was determined to be delivered. And so she pressed her way through the crowd. How desperate are you this morning to be healed? Are you going to allow religion to stop you from being healed? Are you going to allow the crowd of people around you to stop you from being healed and delivered? Are you going to allow the things that people have to say about you stop you from being healed and delivered? This woman did not look on all those things. This woman knew that she wanted to be healed. This woman knew that she had spent everything that she had. This woman knew that she had done all she knew she could do to be healed, and she was not healed. But she heard the stories of Jesus delivering people. She heard the stories of Jesus, deliver people from demon possession, delivering people who were sick and could not walk from the day they were born. She knew that he was capable of doing that. And so she made up her mind. And she went out in the crowd and she pressed her way through the crowd. And when she came to the point where she saw Jesus, she stretched out her hand and she touched the hem of his garment. She touched the talit. We call it the prayer cloth now. She touched the fringes of the talit and she was healed immediately. The scripture did not say sometime after or when she got home, or it did not say the day after. It said that immediately she felt that she was healed. Immediately the blood that was running stopped. She was healed. Now Jesus, he knew that somebody touched him, and this touch was not a regular touch, because people were pushing up on him. It said the throng of people, they were squeezing him. There were so much on him, he was unable to move. But he felt that touch. And when he felt that touch, he felt virtue leaving his body. And he said, "Who touched me?" Can you imagine? Just imagine how stupid that sounded to his disciples, because here he was in the middle of the crowd with people pushing up on him left, right, and center, and he's asking, "Who touched me?" But he knew that that touch was not an ordinary touch. He felt something leaving his body. He felt healing being pulled from his body. And so he asked, "Who touched me?" And the funny thing about that, I can just imagine that there were many people around that were sick that day. They were sick, but they were not determined to be healed. But this woman, she was sick, and she made up her mind that today is the day that I am going to be healed. I don't know what you are going through and how long you have been going through it, but we are about to enter into a new year, and I don't think that you want to take the same things that you have been carrying around from this year and even the previous years into 2023. So I am imploring you right now to reach out, stretch forth your hand, and touch the hem of Jesus' garment. And I can assure you that you will be healed. Have a blessed day, my friends. God bless you.